English conversation on the topic cloning. The concept of cloning is quite fascinating, isn't it?
Absolutely. The idea of creating genetically identical organisms raises so many ethical and scientific questions. What are your thoughts on it?
It's a double-edged sword. On one hand, the potential for medical advancements and organ transplantation is exciting. On the other hand, the ethical concerns about cloning entire organisms are significant.
That balance between scientific progress and ethical considerations is delicate. Have you followed any recent developments or breakthroughs in cloning technology?
I read about advancements in cloning organs for transplantation. It seems like a promising avenue for addressing the organ shortage issue.
That's a positive application. Using cloning for medical purposes could potentially save many lives. But I guess there's always the fear of misuse or unintended consequences.
True. The ethical discussions around cloning often revolve around questions of individuality, identity, and the potential for exploitation. It's like playing with the building blocks of life.
And those are significant concerns. It's not just about the science, it's about the impact on individuals and society. On a more speculative note, if you could clone anything, what would it be?
That's an interesting thought. Maybe a beloved pet. If cloning were safe and ethical, how about you?
I'd consider cloning endangered species. To help with conservation efforts, it could be a way to preserve biodiversity.
That's a noble use of cloning technology. It could indeed contribute to ecological balance. On a different note, do you think cloning could ever be used for less altruistic purposes, like cloning humans for specific traits?
It's a concerning possibility. The idea of designer babies raises serious ethical questions. About playing with the genetic makeup of humans, it could lead to a host of unforeseen consequences.
Absolutely. The potential for creating a stratified society based on genetic enhancements is a troubling prospect. It's like opening Pandora's box.
And once the technology is out there, it's challenging to control how it's used. The ethical guidelines become crucial. Have you ever discussed the topic of cloning with friends or in a formal setting?
Yes, especially in college during ethics classes. It's a topic that sparks intense discussions. Everyone seems to have strong opinions on the matter.
It's one of those topics that can lead to passionate debates. The ethical and moral implications make it a complex subject. Do you think public opinion on cloning has changed over the years?
I believe so. Initially, there was a lot of fear and skepticism. But as people understand more about the potential benefits and risks, opinions may be evolving.
True. Education and open dialogue are key in navigating the complexities of cloning. It'll be interesting to see how the conversation evolves in the coming years.
Absolutely. The intersection of science and ethics will continue to shape the trajectory of cloning technology. It's a field that demands careful consideration and responsible advancement.